Hey guys, welcome to Johnson's Backyard Barbecue. Today we're going to do one of my family's favorites. It's a applewood smoked meatloaf. So what you're going to need to start off, you're going to need 2 pounds of ground beef, as well as 1 pound of ground pork. So we're just going to get in there. You don't need to smash it, just lightly mix it together, just to get it moving a little bit and make it a little easier to work with once we start adding our vegetables and our seasoning. Here we got, all this is just a little bit of mix, a little bit of rub, kosher salt, a little bit of brown sugar, a little bit of fresh black pepper. What else is there? There's some smoked paprika, as well as maybe a little bit of garlic salt, a little bit of garlic powder. So we're just going to put that all in. As well, we have 1 pack of fresh mushrooms, sauteed, cut up nice and thin, diced up, sauteed in there. As well as 3 peppers, 1 yellow, 1 orange, 1 red. Same thing, diced up, sauteed. We're gonna add that in there as well. So now we're just gonna mix this all together. Now you don't wanna really handle this too much, but you do wanna get it all mixed up, just so there's vegetables and the seasoning and everything all over the place. Some people right now would add an egg, breadcrumbs, whatever as a binder. I find I don't need it. I use medium ground beef. Just the little bit of higher fat content seems to make it stick together, as well as the vegetables you're adding are holding in moisture, which will help out later when you're smoking. So you might lose a little bit of the bowl. No problem. So you basically just want to get it mixed around as best you can. You don't really want to be smashing it, just basically flipping it, pushing it down, flipping it, pushing it down, just to get it all mixed up nice. Okay, so now that it's fairly mixed up fairly well, as you see, there's stuff all the way through it. So now what you want to do is just take your hand, just basically eye it out about half. So now we got 2 halves. So what we're going to do is remove 1 glove. What I do is I use these little loaf pans. Now a little trick I use is I just put a little cellophane in there just to hold off. Just to make it easier to flip out at the end. So what we're going to do is just take the half that we had. You're just going to put it in a loaf pan. Not smashing it, just basically moving it very nice and easy around. This recipe will actually make 2. So I'm going to take a little bit more of this one since we didn't really quite do half. And you're not going to want to smash it too tight. It doesn't need to be super tight here. We're basically just forming it. Okay, we'll do the same with the other. Just basically making the shape. That's all these are for. At the end, we're just going to take these out, flip them over, and that's going to be that. So one thing we are going to do is we're going to take these, we're going to put them in the fridge for about an hour, maybe 2. You can make this overnight and just leave it in the fridge overnight, and they will form. You'll want them to be a little harder when you put them on the smoker. I put mine directly on the grate, so I want mine to be a little bit more firm, just so I'm not losing a bunch of meat and stuff like that through the grates. There you go. As you can see, there's one. Just flip that over. Same with the other. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put these in the fridge for about 2 hours. Then I'm going to come out, get my smoker set to 225. I'm going to use applewood today, and we're going to smoke these for roughly 2 hours. Like, you can't really go by time. We're going to look for about 150. About 145, we're going to start putting our glaze on, and then at about 150, 155, we're going to pull these as they're going to continue to cook after. So let me get these in the refrigerator, and I'll see you in a minute. So we've had our meatloafs in the fridge for about 2 hours now. They're nice and firmed up. All we're going to do is transfer them from here right onto this grate that I'm going to put directly into the smoker. So all we do is like that. We take it, flip it, and just remove the cellophane. And you might have to take a look, and there's a couple spots where you might have to firm up a little bit, but for the most part they held out together. And we'll do the same with the other one. Alright, so these are essentially ready for the smoker. I'll be cooking on the Camp Chef Smoke Vault. We're going to cook at 225 to about 140, then start with the barbecue glaze, and then ride them out till about 150, 152, pull them. They'll continue to cook after you pull them for about another 5 to 10 degrees. So around 150 is perfect, get them out of there, but we're going to start the glazing process roughly around 140. So we just finally got the last one off. The smaller one took about an hour, 45, hour and 50 minutes. The larger one was about 2 hours, 10 minutes. So we've let this one sit. I always like to let my meatloaf sit at least 10, 15 minutes before slicing into it. But this one's been sitting at least 15, so let's give it a slice and see how he did. Okay, so I'm not sure if you can see this on camera or not, but we did get a nice little smoke ring on the meatloaf. Nice, moist, feels great, looks good, smells incredible. You know I gotta try it. That'll definitely hit the spot. So if you like this video and it was helpful, feel free to subscribe down below, like, and there will be lots more videos to come. Thanks.